My name is Teacher Carrie. I've been teaching online for a company called VIP Kid for about 3 years now. And recently I invested in a green screen and in some green screen software through Minicam that's really helping make my classroom a super fun and engaging place for my students. And today I want to talk with you about 5 keys to success for using a green screen in your virtual classroom. So before we get started, let me give you a few caveats. As I said, I use Minicam, although there are many different options that you could use for green screen software, like OBS or CamTwist, depending on your situation. So always do your own research to find the program that's going to work best for you. And as I said, I teach for VIP Kid, but you can use this type of software and green screens for any teaching platform that you're working with. And this video has not been sponsored by VIP Kid or Minicam, so hashtag not sponsored. But let's jump right into it. Today I'm going to talk with you specifically about Minicam because that's where I have the most experience. The first thing that you want to do is check out your computer specs to make sure that they're up to par with what you need in order to run a software like Minicam. And in order to do that, you can head over to minicam.com, look for the Getting Started section, and head to System Requirements to see all the things you need to have on your computer in order to make green screening work really well for you. So I'll quickly show you the system requirements for Minicam. I'm not going to read these to you. You can go check them out on your own, or you can pause this video if you want to take a closer look. But the section that you want to pay particular attention to is this virtual backgrounds if you're planning to use a green screen. The next thing that you want to think about before you start green screening in your classroom is your lighting. You need a lot of physical lighting in your classroom in order to use a green screen successfully. So in my situation, I use an 18-inch ring light in front of my teaching table. I have an overhead light in the room, and I use an umbrella photography light off to the side of my green screen. And the reason for that is that you want to make sure that there are no shadows on your green screen. If you have shadows on your green screen, they'll show up as kind of little green fuzzies on your video feed, and that's really not a good look for your teaching. So I'll leave some links in the description for the types of lighting that I use. They're not affiliate links or anything like that. It's just what I currently have in my classroom. And your next consideration is your green screen flat enough? You might be tempted to just take some green screen fabric, throw it over the back of your couch, and start teaching from your living room. While that is an option, having a flat green screen will really help with the video quality. If your green screen isn't flat, it will create wrinkles, which will create shadows, which will create green fuzzies on your screen. And again, we really don't want that. So let me give you a look of my green screen. I currently use a photography style green screen where I can roll it up and roll it down, or I could even attach it to the ceiling. But I like to have it portable so that I can move it out of the way if I need to. And I use some green fabric just to cover my office chair. But while I use green, you don't have to. You can choose any color that you like, but you want to make sure it's not a color that you wear often, because if it matches your background, you're going to start fading into the background when you use a virtual background like with Minicam. So for example, if I had chosen black instead of green, my headphones would disappear along with maybe some parts of my face, which again, we really don't want that. So just make sure that your green screen is flat. You could even just staple up some poster board to a wall, or you could use a photography backdrop like I do. Again, I'll leave a link in the description for the one that I have. The next consideration is that you want to have an external camera. While you can use an internal camera, the video quality is usually not that great, and you might get some more fuzziness or be a little out of focus if you're using an internal camera versus an external webcam. So again, I will leave a link in the description for the one that I have, but be sure to check it out. Check out the reviews for different ones. Maybe you'll find a better deal than what I have listed here. And finally, the fifth consideration before starting to use a green screen is your access to royalty-free images. Now, as a teacher, you do have some copyright protections, particularly if you're just using images with your students. But if you wanted to make videos or maybe use a green screen to stream on Twitch or some other platform, you want to make sure that you have access to royalty-free images. So my favorite website for that is actually called pixabay.com. And you can see it here. It says over 1.9 million high quality stock images, videos, and music shared by our talented community. So if you head over to pixabay.com, you can search for any image that you like, and the backgrounds that I showed you earlier in my video were actually found off of Pixabay, and then I just did some editing using Canva to make them customized to what I wanted, but that's a whole other video. So I hope this helps you get started with your green screening. It's super fun. I think your students will love it. Let me know if you have any questions about becoming a VIP Kid teacher. I'll also leave my referral link in the description below, or if you have any questions about using a green screen and minicam in your classroom. I hope you have a great day. Bye!